Hello! I went to edit part 2 of my Booktubers Choose My TBR, favorite Booktuber Choose My TBR. And I realized I filmed 2 closings, but I didn't film a second opening. So, welcome to part 2 of favorite Booktubers. There will be a lot of fun Booktubers coming up on this. More really great reads that I'm super excited about. But yeah, that is all I have. I will talk to you when I get to the first update. Good morning. Today I'm going to be starting Managed by Kristen Callahan, which is Tiff from Tiff Talks Pages or Neverland Pixie on Instagram from her channel. It was one of her picks. I will discuss more about this when I get into my lunch. I know Managed is about, they meet on an airplane, I think, and they instantly don't like each other, but she's he manages a band and she's going to be their new PR person or do something like that. And yeah, so he ends up being her boss, I think. So we shall see. That's all I really know. Like I said, I've said it once, I've said it 5 times. I try to go into these pretty blind. So, but yeah, I need to go. I will talk more about Tiffany and all of that fun stuff. And when I get to 25%, talk to you next one. Good afternoon. I am a quarter of the way through Managed by Kristen Callahan, and I am loving it. It's super fun. I was right. He's the manager of a rock group, and she is going to interview for a job as a PR person, and they meet on an airplane. He has really bad anxiety, and she helps him with the plane and all of that fun stuff. But yeah, so that was that's Tiffany from Tiff Talks Pages. Tiff Talks Pages. I can't speak. It was her choice for me, or one of her choices. And Tiffany is great. She's so nice. She's just so joyful. Watching her videos, she's just a ray of sunshine. And the way she speaks about books is just so fantastic. I love, I could listen to her talk about books all day. But yeah, it is ridiculously hot out here. It is 90, and it's not even noon yet. So, that's fun. But yeah, I'm gonna go so I can go back inside to the air conditioning, because as much as I get cold in the air conditioning, I'd rather be in that than this. I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Hello, everybody. I am doing this at work, which I always said I wouldn't do, but there's nobody in the office. So only the guys out on the floor can see me, and I'm hoping that I do this quickly. But I am halfway through Managed by Kristen Callahan, and I am loving it. It's super good. The anxiety rep is fantastic. And yeah, it's a slow burn. I love me a good slow burn. They're obviously very much attracted to each other, and they he's I can't sleep without you. So he asks her to sleep in his bed with him without, no hanky panky yet, but we'll see. But yeah, I don't want to say too much because obviously I am at work, but I'm loving this book and I want to keep going. I don't want to have to wait till tomorrow morning to continue. But yeah, it's great. There's a lot of talk of heavy topics like suicide and depression and loss of a loved one. So do know that going in. But I'm really loving it, and it's fantastic. And I'm really glad that Tiffany picked this one for me. I'll talk to you in the next one. Good evening. I am 75% of the way through Managed by Kristen Callahan, and holy moly, I am absolutely loving this. This was so good. It is a grumpy sunshine, office, not really an office, but coworkers, kind of boss employee, but not really, slow burn. It is just absolute perfection. I am obsessed. It is so good. The angst is there. The heat has just been turned up to 10, so It's so good. I am loving it. This is a fantastic pick. Another awesome choice by a booktuber that I just absolutely adore. So my booktuber, some friends, people that I follow are just knocking it out of the park here. I'm having a great time. I'll talk to you all when I get to the end of Managed. Hello. I have just finished Managed by Chris and Callahan, and I absolutely loved it. Well, there were a few things I had issues with, like the third act conflict part. Very much miscommunication and overhearing something and thinking it's about you when it's not. That bugged me, but I still really enjoyed it. 4.5 probably stars, rounded up to 5, so still a really good book. But yeah, that was a great pick. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm glad that I finally got around to reading it. I had been wanting to read it for a while, and I just kept putting it off. I know it's in a series, and I didn't read the first book, but it's definitely, I mean, they're interconnected because you definitely see this couple in the second one, but it doesn't spoil anything because obviously, you know, it's a romance. They're going to have HEA at the end, so not a spoiler to know that the couple from the first book ends up together. So, but yeah, that is all I have. And yeah, I'll talk to you all when I read my next book. Good afternoon. I am going to start my next booktuber choice, and I'm going with Tori from Novel Life. I love Tori. She was one of like the first booktubers I ever watched, and I love watching her videos, and she gives great recommendations and everything. And so one of her choices was Pris by Sarah Kate, and I have heard nothing but great things about Sarah Kate, so I am excited to dive on into this one. But yeah, I'm going to start that, and I will update you all when I get to the 20% mark. Hello, I am back again with another clip. I'm 25% of the way through Pris by Sarah Kate, which is Tori from Novel Life's pick. I didn't talk about it before because I was down at the pool, and I knew you could hear a lot going on in the background. But this is an age gap, ex-boyfriend's dad, Pris kink romance. And so basically in the first 25%, all that's really happened is what I knew happened, which is she shows up, Charlie shows up to get her half of the rent check or security deposit back from her ex-boyfriend's dad because he sucks and told her to go get it from him. So she shows up, and he thinks that it is a girl there to be praised, and he tells her to get on her knees and says, "You want the money, right?" When she kind of fights back, and she's like, "Yeah, I want the money," and he's like, "We gotta get on your knees." So she gets on her knees, and then like they realize that, oh wait, this isn't the right person. But then she realizes, oh, hey, I kind of liked that. And he realizes, oh, hey, she kind of liked that. So, yeah, we'll see what happens if they continue down this path. But I will probably fall asleep because I am dead tired right now. And I am curled up in bed already. And so, yeah, I will probably update you when I get to the next... I will definitely update you when I get to the next spot, which will probably be tomorrow. As you can tell, it is late and I'm getting delirious. Alright, talk to you on the next one. Hello, I am halfway through Pris by Sarah Kate, which was Tori from Novel Life's pick for me. And I am really enjoying it. I am shocked at... My strap is breaking. I am shocked at how much of a slow burn it is. I mean, we're at 50% and they have not had sex yet, so kind of surprised that this is a slow burn, but I am loving it. It's very good. Problem with it is I keep comparing it to Birthday Girl because same type of situation, although this is more of a kink club, but same type of situation, ex-boyfriend's dad, slow burn, very close forced proximity. Whereas in Birthday Girl, they lived together in this. She works for him, and this one, the father really wants a relationship with the son, just like in Birthday Girl. Because I've read some where father doesn't care about having a relationship with the son. Your dad will do. But in both of those, the father really cares and thinks about the impact of being with his son's ex. So I can't help but comparing them, and I think Birthday Girl did a little bit better. So for now, this one's sitting at like a 4.5, because obviously Birthday Girl, 5-star favorite of all time. But yeah, still fantastic. Still a really good book. I'm still really enjoying it and intrigued as to what's going to happen. But yeah, I will update you all when I get to the 75% mark. Hello, everybody. I am 75% of the way through Pris by Sarah Kate, and I am still really enjoying it. I know in the last clip I said I wasn't sure that I was going to like it as much because I kept like comparing it to Birthday Girl, but now we've gotten to parts where it's no longer really like Birthday Girl, and I am enjoying it a lot more. I'll probably be about a 4.5. We'll see what happens in the next 25%, because I'm feeling a third act conflict that's gonna piss me off. So, because obviously his son still doesn't know, nobody knows about them, although the club just found out because she was up for auction and he paid $75,000 for her. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll probably finish it. I probably won't finish it tonight. I'll probably tomorrow. But who knows? I could end up finishing it tonight. And I'll update you all in the morning. Because I'll probably, if I do finish it tonight, it'll be while I'm in bed with the lights off. And I'm not going to turn the lights on to do an update. But yeah, that's all I have for now. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Good morning. I finished Pris by Sarah Kate last night, which was Tori from Novel Life's pick. And I really enjoyed it. But again, I just kept comparing it to Birthday Girl, which is my favorite book of all time. So I'm going to give this one a 4.5. Run it up to 5 on Goodreads. Sorry. I still really enjoyed it. It was great. I do love the Pris kink. And I had a great time with it. And I will definitely continue on in the series. But yeah, I kept comparing it to Birthday Girl. So, I mean, it was still fantastic. Like I said, 4.5. And that's only because I'm running it down a 0.5 star because of comparing it to Birthday Girl. And so, yeah. Great pick again by Tori. It's on level with Tyrant Alpha's Rejected Mate because both of those got 4.5 stars. So, still having great picks by these creators, and I'm having a blast doing this vlog. But yeah, I need to go to work, so I'm gonna go, and I will talk. I don't know what I was about to say, but I'm gonna go, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Good morning. Back at it again with another car update. Today I'm going to be starting my next book. I am going to be doing, why can't I think of it? The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. It works out perfectly because it's now June. I know this was supposed to be out in May, but it's taking me a lot longer than I thought it would. But it's now June, and June is the month of whatever-a-thon. And one of the host faves is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which is Pris from Pris Peruses' choice. And this is also the book that she chose for me. I chose Pris because she's so funny. I love watching her videos and her sprints and everything. But she's hilarious. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask her to give me a book. So this was one that she chose. So I'm going to be reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. It also works because I believe V.E. Schwab is part of the LGBTQ community, and so it'll work for that, for whatever-a-thon, because it promotes reading LGBTQ books, and so I'm going to be doing that. But yeah, I'm excited, and I'm in the Starbucks parking lot, and there's people looking at me. So I'm going to go because I do have to get to work. But I will update you all when I get to 25%. Talk to you in the next one. Good afternoon. I am a quarter of the way through The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I'm having a fine time with it. Is it going to be a new fave? Probably not. I don't even know what to like classify it as. 'Cause it's not really a fantasy. It's not a romance. I don't know, I guess fiction with a fantastical element, I guess, because obviously, so if you don't know, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is about a girl who is supposed to get married, and she decides she doesn't want to belong to her husband, so she makes a deal with the demon, and basically she'll live forever, but no one will ever remember her. So like they see her and then they like immediately forget her. They forget her name. She can't even speak her real name. And so like it's all about her figuring, going through life and, people not remembering her and traveling the world and everything and learning how to like steal and do things because like she'll go to like stay somewhere and they'll, back, so it starts in like the 1700s. She'll go and stay somewhere and they're like, well, we need a week's worth of living. So she'll pay a week's worth, and then the next time she goes, they're like, you can't stay here, or you have to pay again, and like, because they don't remember her. So she has to learn how to like figure out how to get around that. And so she steals a lot of things, and I know eventually someone will remember her. I think we've already met him. I think it's a guy that works at a bookshop in New York in like the more current day. But yeah, I'm having a fine time with it. I could see it being probably like a 3 to 4 star. It isn't blowing me away right now, the 25% mark. So we'll see. But I am having a good time reading it. And yeah, I'm gonna go back to work and continue my read of it. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Good evening. I am halfway through The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I've met the man who finally remembers her, and that moment was really sweet, and I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I'm having a good time. It's very slice of lifey, like her discovering, figuring out ways to, survive this life of complete solitude. I think I might be. I know that there's like a debate on Team Luke or Team Henry. I'm leaning towards Luke. I love a bad boy. We all know this. So I don't know, but I am really enjoying it. I'm thinking it'll probably be about a 3.5, 4 star. We'll see how the last half of the book goes, but it's been a great time. I am enjoying it. And yeah, it's a decent read, and the audiobook's really good. I like the narrator. So I will continue this, and I'll update you all when I get to 75%. I'll talk to you in the next one. Good afternoon. Another day, another lunchtime car update. Sorry if you can hear the noise. It's just what you're gonna have to deal with when I'm sitting in my car recording, because it's too hot to have the windows up, so windows gotta be down. But yeah, I'm 3/4 of the way through The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and which is Pris from Peruses pick, and I am meh about it. I'm enjoying it. It's beautifully written, I will say that, but I'm just kind of bored. Like, I'm just ready for this book to be over. If I were physically reading it, I'd probably be skimming through a bunch of parts, but I have enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about Henry and Luke and the deals that he makes and the deal that he made with Addie and like why he comes and visits her and things. So I am enjoying that aspect of it, but I don't know. It's just a fine story. Like, it's not going to be a favorite. I don't know that I might actually unhaul my copy once I am done with it. We'll see. But yeah. It's time to go back to work, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna finish, and I'll update you all when I get to the end. Talk to you later. Hello everybody, I have officially finished The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V. Schwab. The ending, had I not been at work reading this, I probably would have bawled my eyes out. The ending was beautiful, and I probably would have given it 5 stars if the whole book was that way. So I'm going to go with 4 because it just felt like it was kind of boring at certain parts. I loved the reveal and everything, and everything that happened with Henry and Luke, you know. But yeah, it was a great time. I enjoyed it. It was good to pick Pris. So far, I want to say not my favorite. Like, this is not my favorite, and it's different than most of my other books. I mean, 90% of my books are romances, and although this does have a romance in it, it is not a romance. 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 There is no HEA. Well, depends on how you look at it. But yeah, not a romance. But I did enjoy it. So yeah, I'm giving it 4 stars. And like I said, I was going to rank... First, I wasn't going to rank them because they are so different. And then I was thinking, because of the fantasy book that I read, I loved it so much. I was thinking I might rank them. But I can't feel like I can't compare this to romances. Because as a weird magical realism, historical fiction, slight romance, general fiction novel, it was great. And it would probably be up there with like favorites of that genre. But when I put it next to a book like Real by Kennedy Ryan, it doesn't live up to that because that one had such a strong romance and is definitely in my genre wheelhouse. But I did really enjoy it. I would definitely suggest you pick it up if you're into that kind of book, or if you want like a palate cleanser from a lot of romances or a lot of fantasies, because it is like, it's so genre bending. Like, when I do my genre blanket, I don't even know what I'm gonna put it as, to be honest. Like, I might have to just like create like an other category and put it on that. But I had a great time. Like I said, 4 stars. So thank you, Pris, for this wonderful option. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Good evening. I am getting ready for bed, but I'm going to be starting my next book. I'm starting Lifeblood by Amara Ray, which is the Wreck Queen Jenn from the book Refuge's choice. I've actually gotten to be kind of decently good friends with Jenn. I'm part of her Patreon and part of her memberships, and so we have like weekly or monthly talks, plus she's the host of the SJM Along that I'm a co-host for. So I've gotten to know her, and she knows my reading taste, and she suggested a couple books, and I was like, oh, I've already read those. And she said, well, that's what happens when you read all the books that I pick. So this was one that she chose, and I'm excited to get to read it. I know really nothing about it, and I think it's about a witch, possibly a vampire. I don't really know. We shall see. But yeah, I'll talk to you all when I get to the 25% mark. Good evening. I am 25% of the way through Lifeblood by Amara Ray, and I don't know. I'm not sold on it yet. I mean, of course, it's a Jenn from the book Refuge pick, so I'm sure I will end up loving it. But it took 15% to even get to know, like, meet the main character, and he's just so mean. Like, I just don't know. I'm also just not, like, wanting to pick it up. I'm thinking part of it is I'm reading a lot of other books, like, while I'm at work, and not, like, I'm only really reading this one at night. So I just haven't gotten, like, gripped by the story yet. And I'm sure I will, as you, like, my nice fancy watch tan. But I'm sure I will. Like I said, I'm only 25% in, so we shall see how the next 25% is. We do know that the male main character and I did not do a good job at taking my makeup off. The male main character and the female main character are fated mates. And he's like a witch hunter, and she's obviously a witch. I mean, he's a warlock, but the warlocks and the witches don't like each other. So yeah, we shall see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna go. and I will talk to you all when I get to 50%. Good evening. I am 50% of the way through Lifeblood by Amara Ray. And Jen, I don't know why I ever doubted you. I flew through the last 25%. It was so good. It took me like 3 days to read the first 25%, and I read this last 25% in like a couple hours. It's a longer book, and obviously I had to sleep and I was doing other stuff, but yeah, absolutely loving it. And I don't really have much more to say other than the male main character. He is vicious, but he has come around to loving his mate. Or not loving her yet, but adoring his mate. So yeah, that is all I have for now. I'll talk to you all when I get to 75%. Hello, I am 75% of the way through Lifeblood by Amara Ray, and oh my gosh, it's so good. I am loving it. It's darker. It's a darker fantasy romance. There's a lot of there is a little bit of essay, not by the hero. But yeah, it's interesting, and I'm really enjoying it, and I can't wait to finish. Another, of course, Jenn, as Tiffany from Tiff Talks Pages always puts it. Another Jenn for sure. And yeah, I am loving it, and I love Makai, and he's like such an alpha, like just he's such an alpha, and I love it. Ugh, so good. So good. All right, I'm gonna go, and I will talk to you all when I get to the end of the book. Hello. I have finished Lifeblood by Amara Ray, and it was fantastic. 4.5 stars. It was a debut novel, so that was great. And yeah, I had a great time. Makai and Colette were fated mates. The dom sub, because she was naturally like a submissive and he was a dominant, and it was interesting to like read it in like a fantasy aspect, because I feel like usually when you see it, it's in like a darker romance, but this was more of a fantasy romance. I mean, it was a darker fantasy, but I really enjoyed it. Like I said, 4.5 stars, and I will definitely be continuing on in the series. So thank you, Jen, again, for the choice. And I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, good morning. Today I'm going to be starting Jess from Peace Love Books choice, which is Love is a Rogue by Lenore Reads, or one of her choices. I will start that at work, and I will come back when I get to the 25% mark and let you guys know what I'm thinking and about Jess and all that fun stuff. But I am running late, so I have to go. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, good afternoon. I am 25% of the way through Love is a Rogue by Lenore Reads, which is Jess from Peace Love Books pick for me. If you are in the romance community and you're not following Jess, what are you doing with your life? I mean, I feel like everyone follows her, even people that aren't in the romance community. So I shouldn't have to say much about her, but I do love her videos, and I started like talking to her on Instagram and things, so she is awesome. And yeah, so she picked, this was one of them. She had a lot of historicals, but this one had an audiobook with it, so that's why I picked it. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's kind of funny. So it's this girl, I cannot think of her name right now, Beatrice, one of the two. And she just wants to be a spinster. Like, she doesn't want to get married. She wants to be a spinster, and she wants to write a dictionary, like, but not like just a regular dictionary, like has certain terms. I can't think of what they are right now, but she just wants to be a spinster in her dictionary and do her own thing. And her mom's like, no, you can't do that. You have to be out there. You have to try. And she's back in her, like, where her brother lives in Cornwall, and there is a guy there who is a carpenter, and he's out there hammering. And one day she decides to take a peek at him through her window, and her glasses fall and hit him in the head, or fall near him, and he climbs up the trellis to give them back to her, and it is so cute. And yeah, she ends up actually inheriting a bookstore, and he is there at the bookstore, and that is where I took off, or where I stopped. And but I'm really enjoying it. It's fun, it's cute, it's like, it seems like it's going to be very low angst and just a fun, quick, great historical, which I kind of need. I felt like I've been reading a lot of like heavier historicals. I say that, but then I think about the last couple that I've read, and they were all really good. So I'm really enjoying it so far. But yeah, that is all I have for now. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I am now officially 50% of the way through Love is a Rogue by Lenore Reads, which is Jess from Pris Book's choice for me, and I am enjoying it. It's really fun, low angst, very easy, quick read. I'm really loving it. Low angst, class difference. I love me a good class difference, so it's really fun. Beatrice is a lady, and her mom wants her to marry an earl, and she doesn't think she wants to do that. She wants to be a spinster, and she inherited a bookshop, and Stamford Wright was with her, and he is the man that she dropped her sunglasses, or her glasses on earlier in the last clip that I talked about. And he ended up finding her, and he went with her to look at the bookshop, and his grandfather, who he is estranged from, shows up and claims that he is going to buy the property. And Beatrice is like, no, this is my property. We're turning it into a clubhouse for my knitting ladies, like, sorry. And he tells her, the grandfather tells her that no carpenter will help rebuild, and he will have it deemed bad. And so as a way to get back at his grandfather, who like disowned his own daughter, Ford says, nope, I'll help, I'll do it, I'm the carpenter, I got this. And yeah, so of course they're forced to in close proximity together, and yeah, they are enjoying each other's company. But it's really fun and easy, and I'm really enjoying it. I could see it being 5 stars, 4.5, 5 stars. We'll see. But I'll talk to you all when it gets 50%. Good afternoon. This is going to be a really, really quick 75% of the way update for Love is a Rogue by Lenore Reads. I'm absolutely loving this. It is so cute. And I love that Beatrice is like done with her mom's crap and is like, I'm going to do what I want to do. But yeah, and she's also, things are getting hot and heavy with Ford. So I'm going to go because I really want to finish this book, and I am at work. And people are starting to, second shift is coming in, so they're going to start looking at me like I'm crazy. But I'll talk to you on the next one. Hello, good afternoon. I have officially finished Love is a Rogue by Lenore Reads, which was Jess from Pris Books, her choice for Booktubers picking my books. And I really enjoyed it. I give 5 stars. It was just such a cute, fun, like low angst, which is really surprising because Jess is kind of the queen of angst. Low angst, like just fun romance, historical romance, and I really, really loved it. And it was an easy read, like just something quick and easy, and I'm sure that I will love the next book in the series too, which is about like a winemaker who we were introduced to in this book. So I'm excited to pick that one up. Also, but yeah, this was another fantastic pick by a booktuber that I follow. So awesome. Thank you, Jess, again. And I will talk to y'all in the next one. Good morning. Today I'm going to be starting Sam from Sam Reads a Little's choice, or one of her choices. Sam I followed because of Tori, because they're really good friends, and I really love her videos. They're always funny. She always, every video has something that makes me laugh, whether she's talking about things she doesn't like in books, or having her husband guess plots of books, or even like in her wrap-ups when she's like, her last wrap-up, she was going through a slump, and then of course she talks about Akhtar, and she loves Rhysand, which, I mean, who doesn't love Rhysand? So, but yeah, I really enjoy watching Sam's videos, and so her pick for me is Marriage for One. Yeah, Marriage for One by LMAs. So I'm going to be starting that, and I will update you all when I get to 25%. Hello, I'm 25% of the way through Marriage for One by LMAs, and it's really good so far. It is a marriage of convenience, and I'm really intrigued. So obviously, the girl, Rose, it's Rose and Jack, which is really cute, and they made a joke about the Titanic and how they were doomed from the beginning. But Rose was going to open a coffee shop with the help from her uncle. Unfortunately, her uncle died, and he left her the coffee shop to her husband, but it didn't say have a name. She was engaged at the time, and then her and her fiance broke up. Well, the lawyer, Jack, of one of the lawyers on the estate, said that he would marry her because he wants the property. So they get married, and that's about all. I mean, that's pretty much all. She's working on the coffee shop, and they're starting to get to know each other. It did just end on like something intriguing. I'm intrigued as to what is going to happen next, because it seems that Jack knows her former fiance. And yeah, I'm going to go and continue reading it, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Good afternoon. I am now 50% of the way through Marriage for One, which is Sam from Sam Raise a Little's pick for me, and I am absolutely loving it. Of course I am. I love me a good marriage of convenience where you know that the guy is just pining after the girl so hard, and clearly she's pining after him too, but she's kind of clueless. And yeah, he's still hiding a pretty big secret, I'm pretty sure, trying to figure out what it is. I'm assuming it has something to do with her former fiance and her cousins. But yeah, I'm gonna go because I am still at work, but I wanted to keep listening, so I had to update you all, and I will talk to you all when I get to 75%. Hello, good evening. I am now 75% of the way through Marriage for One by LMAs, which is Sam from Sam Reads a Little's pick for me, and I am still thoroughly loving it. It is a super slow burn, like super slow burn. I mean, we're at 75% and they still haven't banged, so they've done other stuff, but it's a grumpy sunshine, just fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. I'm a little concerned for what the third act conflict is going to be, because I'm sure it's gonna have to do, like, he's still keeping some sort of secret that has to do with her ex and her cousins, and I just need to know, and how he knew her before. And so I just need to know. I need to know what is going to happen. But yeah, I'll talk to you all when I get to the next one. When I get to the end. Bye. Hello. I just finished Marriage for One, which was Sam from Sam Reads a Little's pick, and oh my god, I absolutely loved it. It was so good. So good. The third act breakup happened really late, and I was a little afraid that it wasn't going to have an HEA. Like, I was getting a little scared there for a little while. But, the way it all came together in the end, it's just, I adored it. I adored it. 5 stars. 5 stars. Such a good book. But yeah, Jack and Rose, forever, baby. But yeah, I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, good afternoon. Sorry if you can hear the pool in the background. But I am at the pool, and people are watching me, so this is going to be real quick. But I'm starting Stef from the NovelTea Corners pick for my Booktubers Choose My Books, and so I'm starting Pink Camp by A. Anders. Pink Camp Hunted by A. Anders. But I will tell you more when there are not 50 people staring at me. Talk to you on the next one. Hello, I am 25% of the way through Kink Camp Hunted by A. Anders, and I am loving it. It's primal play, CNC, just super sexy, and yeah, I am really enjoying it. It's a quick read. I mean, I've only been out here for like 45 minutes and I'm already 25% of the way through, which I feel like is not going that fast, but I've also had to stop because my Kindle's been getting overheated because it's 100 already out here today. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. And this is Stef from the Novelty Corners pick for me. She is my favorite Aussie booktuber, and she was the first ever live YouTube live show that I went on. So she's got a special place in my booktube heart. And yeah, I just really enjoy watching her videos and her recommendations, and she gives great like picture book recommendations, which is fun because I have nieces, and so sometimes I've bought a couple because of, to give to my nieces as gifts and things that she's read. So yeah, and she's a teacher, and I'm a former teacher, and she's elementary, which is what I taught. So yeah, I'm having a great time. I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Hello, I am 50% of the way through Kink Camp Hunted by A. Anders, and I am just absolutely devouring it. It's so good. Basically, I didn't explain this well in the second clip, but basically, this girl is at a kink camp with her best friend, and her best friend goes all the time. She finally convinced her friend to come, and so she goes to this camp, and she sees a flyer on the board at the coffee shop saying one night only, I hunt you, all that fun stuff. And she goes and she decides one night only is not good enough, so she puts up a flyer that says repeat, and of course she's going to show up, and of course they're going to figure out who each other are, and I'm having a great time with it. It's a great kinky time, and who knew? I liked reading about people being chased. But yeah, I should probably stop talking about this because there's a lot of children at the pool today. So, yeah. There's also a really hot guy. A couple of them. So yeah, I'm gonna go and try not to creepily stare at these fairly attractive men while reading, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Hello, I am 75% of the way through Kink Camp Hunted, and I am really enjoying it. It's, not a ton of plot, mostly just them figuring out how the push and pull, the hunt, all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. There are a lot of content warnings for loss of a loved one and cancer and things like that, and mental health and all that fun stuff. But it's really good, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm excited to finish this, and also to see the other members of the camp get stories as well. But yeah, that is all I have. I'll talk to you all when I get to the end. Hello, I have finished Kink Camp Hunted, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. 4.5 stars, and I'm really excited for the next one. They set up the next couple at the end of this one, or at least the hero they set up, and if you read on, you got the heroine. But it was so cute the way that they ended together, which is weird to say about a story that's pretty much all about them just hooking up. But also, what is up with my makeup? Let's just acknowledge end of day after being out in the sun. Look. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and it was Grace and Liev, I don't know. And he hunted her down, and yeah, it was a good story, great story. I enjoyed it. The end was fun. all of her dreams came true. All of his dreams came true. If pencil's poking me in the face. But yeah, it was great. Like I said, 4.5 stars. And yeah, now I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, good evening. I am going to be starting The Longing of Lone Wolves, which is Mel from Mel Lenore Reads. It's her pick for me. This book is by Lana I can't say it. I'll put it right here. But I don't know much about this other than it's a fantasy romance with fae and like wolf shifters. And I know Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life also really liked this book. And basically I think he's he was like this guy, I don't know his name, the hero was like outcast from his group. So he's a lone wolf and he falls in love. I don't know. I don't really know a ton about it. So we shall see how it goes. But I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello. I am 25% of the way through The Longing of Lone Wolves, which is Mel from Mel Lenore Reads pick for me. Mel is part of the late night crew, so she's always doing sprints and fun things with Ryan Cass, and so I enjoy her. She's more of a fantasy-based reader, but she does read some dark romances. I'm in the line at Starbucks, so if you see the car moving, I'm not actually driving, I'm just waiting. Slowly inching forward. But yeah, I'm enjoying The Longing of Lone Wolves. It's a fantasy romance. Not a lot has happened yet. I just know who the two main characters are, Clark and Rush. And Clark's a human with like magical abilities, and Rush is a fae guardian, and he found her, and now they're going off on a journey together. But yeah, that is all I have for now. I don't know a ton yet. It's like a post-apocalyptic kind of world, so it's interesting. But yeah, I will update you all when I get to 50%. Hello, good afternoon. I am 50% of the way through The Longing of Lone Wolves by Lana I'm not even gonna try to say it. But I am loving it. It's been very good. Clark and Rush are trying to navigate and figure out a way to break Rush's curse. And yeah, I mean, other than that, not a ton has happened. They're mated, so that's fun. But there's a lot of kids out here, so I don't want to be too much. But I'm gonna go, and I'll talk to y'all when I get to 75%. Hello, I'm 75% of the way through The Longing of Lone Wolves by Lana. I'm not even gonna try because I will mess it up. Lana P. I will put it right here. Mel from Mel Lenore Reads chose this for me, and the third act conflict is just about to start because the Rush just kind of left. Just left her. But they're at the Order, and Clark is learning how to use her magic, and it's good. The steamy scenes are good. Like you can tell that they really love each other. But yeah, he just left. So 25% to get him back. I mean, it's a long book, so 25% is still like 150 pages, 200 pages, something like that. So, no, 150 pages, 100 pages, I don't know, whatever. Like 125 pages, because it's like a 450 page book, something like that, according to my Kindle. But yeah, I am going to go, probably sit at the pool and finish this book. I'll talk to you all when I get to the end. Hello, I have just finished The Longing of Lone Wolves by Lana Pecherzek. I think that's how you say it. I know I've avoided saying it all the rest of the times, but figured I should try at least once. This was Mel from Mel Lenore Reads choice for me, and I absolutely loved it. I'm giving it 4.5 stars. I felt like the ending was a little bit rushed, which is the only reason why I'm giving it 4.5, not the full 5. But I did love it. I loved how they realized that they were fated mates, not just mates. And yeah, it was just super cute. And I definitely saw the next couple coming or at least the next hero. And yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it. I had a great time. Like I said, Fated Mates, it's a slow burn, but it's still steamy. And yeah, it was a great time. And I definitely suggest you read it. Post-apocalyptic world, fae, shifters, and there's all sorts of other, and I think the way that she's doing it is there's like 3 fae, and then there's gonna be 3 vampires, and they're all guardians. The order of the guardians. So yeah, it's a great time. I had a great time, and I can't wait to continue the series. But that is all. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, it's time to close out this vlog. This vlog that ended up being 2 parts because it was so long. But I had a great time. The creators all picked great books. Nothing was, well, one book got a 3-star, but that was due to issues I had with the writing process and the research process. But the book itself was a 4.5 star. I just lowered it down to 3. So nothing was really lower than a 4-star, like reading wise. And so I had a great time with it. And I would definitely suggest picking up any of these books. And if you don't follow any of these creators, go follow all of them because they're all great. Part 1 will be linked up here, where you can go and see those creators. And part 2, the creators will be linked down below. I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Bye!